Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, beautiful, wonderful individual you. Today, I would like to speak about the Christ Spirit walks among us as the Spirit, living Spirit of the earth. When he passed on the cross, he united himself, the cosmic Christ, which had his abode in the spiritual world before, same spirit which earlier was worshipped and brought rituals for in ancient times, united himself with our earth development, and because of it he has become the spirit of this earth. So whenever you are having love in your heart and reverence for our Redeemer, you yourself are partaking within his life body. So that is also a reason to why he speaks through all of us, walks among all of us. And he truly is a spirit of love and freedom, and healing. So when you are consistent and open and free and also true in your dedication to the spiritual, to the spirit, to the love that the Christ bestowed upon us when he passed on the cross of Golgotha, you really and truly come to feel the aliveness, the love for all of mankind, for every individual you meet, but also knowing that there are all kinds of spiritual beings down here on earth. And it is about following the right, proper ones that do not, inflict illness, inflict calumny, inflicts pain and suffering and sorrow, although that one has to go through to truly understand the human condition and the human being in the first place. For through karma, through pain, through struggles, through knowing what the darkness in life is about, we grow and strengthen our good and our compassion for the world, knowing that we are constantly striving and struggling to become more loving, nurturing human beings. Or the opposite, if that is what you prefer, but that speaks more in line with our disposition than the truth of the matter, really. So, are you a follower of love and freedom, compassion, that union, and also that it is both, it is the union in individuality. We cannot lose ourselves in one big mass, because then we will move backwards to become more of a group soul. We are still part of the group soul when we are individual, and you truly notice it, you truly feel the impulses from the group soul. But when you are an individual, you kind of get spit out of that group soul, because that huge mass don't like individuals. It really doesn't. But it doesn't change the fact that we are individuals, born in a specific place, with specific cultures, specific traditions, and then it is for us as individuals to grow into the global, to the fully earthly, knowing that each nation, each culture has something specific individual to share towards a common whole. Everyone is at their specific level of development with specific tasks, specific gifts and wisdom to share, and all is participating in a common whole, the whole of the divine, of the Christ. The Christ had his dwelling place, was the ruler of this whole solar system in the cosmic sense, and had his abode on the sun, which is why he was a sun god in earlier times. But he has slowly but surely descended and come at last into a physical body, walking on earth, a cosmic being walking on earth, never been physical before, for 3 years. Now those 3 years had immense effects on human development. He reverberated and emanated this love, this change in development for humankind at the time when he passed at the gate of Golgotha and united with the earthly. He now infuses his whole love through every individual that might acknowledge him, of course. But he did this for even those that do not acknowledge him. He did it for every single individual human being, giving us the opportunity to grow, develop, and redeem ourself and our karma out of the abyss into the spiritual world through freedom. It is not given to us anymore. No one would come down. No one will again come down and save us, because we have moved past the point where we are directly guided by them. We have to, in freedom, grow into being able to hear them again directly from our own inner being. Not through signs anymore, not through second-hand, not through indirectness, directly. But it has to be done through consistent work, growth, dedication to the Spirit, dedication to the Christ, and to all of humanity. Not separating ourselves away from humanity, but working into it. It is a very, very particular balance to not lose oneself within one's own bubble of isolation and also not lose oneself out in the mass. It is that perfect balance with both being an individual and also working within the whole. And every individual have their beautiful soul and spirit to partake with. We have amazing, amazing things to truly experience when we are awake to these things, allowing our souls and spirits to be open, to assimilate and to absorb whatever the higher realms wishes us to go through, wishes us to learn. And they prompt us, they poke us a little, then say, you do wish to go this way, but they will never take us over and choose for us. You will have to choose for yourself, because we need to grow individually to reach the strength, spiritual strength needed to hold on to the moral, the true, the good, and the beautiful, but not in a dogmatic way, not in a way of fear that you will gain consequences if you are not moral and good. But you are moral and good because you feel love from it. You feel that it is beautiful. And also, on the other hand, it feels ugly to do something that otherwise is not very good, moral, and moral is truly, it is a truth, it is a living feeling, and it cannot be taken arbitrarily. For us to truly grow and develop as human beings, we need to truly get to understand what the moral forces and powers are that comes from such a high realms. But it can only be done through the Christ. He is this earth's development, and through him we can grow into the spiritual world again, which has over many centuries been lost, and also, well, the spirits and beings that are from the ancient traditions and such are no longer good spirits. But they become good spirits through the Christ. You can again enliven and find out the connections and the continuations and also the clothings the Christ put on when he was teaching. It's hard to explain, but he had to make use of whatever was here in the first place. And he has always been here. He has been there as many different spiritual beings. From Vishnu to Ahura Mazda, to Osiris, to Apollo, and then at last to the Christ. So it is not about Christianity and the Christian faith having taken and copied stuff from the past, from the pagan traditions. You see, it is a continuation and a change in the pagan traditions, because the deity that was worshipped in ancient pagan traditions has come down to earth, and because of it, you cannot find him there anymore. You have to find him here on earth, in earth development. So instead of wishing to run away from our karma, we try to clear this karma, ennobling it so that we can bring out good plus positive karma instead. So when you do an action, it is not only destructive, it is also healing. That is, well, at least is our goal and our dedication. It is truly, well, building grace again and becoming on the plus side of the debit account, to slowly and surely make amends so that we can grow into the spiritual world again, so we are not so dirty anymore. It's the best way of describing it, just using symbols here. Because we cannot connect truly and purely into the spiritual world in the way we are supposed to in this age and incarnation if we are not clearing our karma, ennobling our inner being, and awakening, enlivening to these truths. So, yeah, I think I will leave you with this today. Thank you so much for listening to me. You beautiful, beautiful individual, you. May Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, my God, ancient masters of old, ancestors from every incarnation, seraphim, cherubim, thrones, kyriadetes, dynamis, exousiae, archai, archangels, and angels, and ancestors from every incarnation. I wonder if I said that earlier, but bless, protect, guide, and love you on your amazing, beautiful path that is difficult but so worth it, because in the end, you know what you're working yourself towards. You know what you do. You know what way you are going by redeeming yourself. Change your disposition, for the kingdom of heaven is here. So, unless we change our being, change the way we behave, change the way we see things and feel things, and being moral with things, and nurturing, warm, compassionate, we will never reach the kingdom of heaven unless we become like children. It is that wonder, that open awe, amazement, that reverence for we need and worship. It is that devotion feeling. That is the childlike nature we need to change to, but it has to be also done in conscious, prudent, clear, and precise way. And that is where spiritual science comes in, that meticulousness, that, well, directness and preciseness, but also the spiritual loving, nurturing. It is a blend of many different things. Thank you so much. Love you. And may you be safe. Thank you so much. Goodbye.